Next door. Mhm. Yes. The fire and brimstone.
Yeah.
Fire and brimstone? It's fire and something, miracles and fire, I think fire and miracle ministries or something.
Oh, no, I like fire brimstone.
Fire and brimstone is more fun though.
You made me think, I'm like, is that what it is?
You want to start the meetings?
No. Bring your microphone. There we go.
Okay, commissioners, let's get this meeting started. It's 7:00. Karen, can I get a roll call, please?
Brian Booth,
Here.
Lydia Galante. Here. Joseph Lewis.
Here.
Jason Wertz.
Here.
Chairman Patel.
Here. Okay, can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved. Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from the October 1st, 24 meeting?
I just read them. I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye? Okay. All right. Petitions. The first one on the agenda tonight is PC 241130. Can I get a motion to open the public hearing for PC 241130?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Brian Booth.
Aye.
Lydia Galante.
Aye.
Joseph Lewis.
Aye.
Jason Wertz.
Yes.
Chairman Patel.
Aye. Okay, Karen, floor is yours.
So the first public hearing tonight is PZ 24-1130. It's for Contrast Art Studio at 745 East Nergy Road. They're requesting a special use for a commercial trade school and in this case, an art school. The owner has requested a special use to open an art school and art studio at the location at Zone B2 Convenient Shopping Center District. It's the shopping center at the southwest corner of Nergy and Plum Grove Road. The unit is approximately 690 square feet. And it'll be sort of an open space where she'll be offering classes mainly for children during after school hours, so 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. with possible weekend hours. In their statement, they said that they intend to have no more than 8 children in a class at a time. And then as this is the third special use for the shopping center that we've reviewed in the past couple months, I wanted to do a deep dive into the parking analysis to make sure that we were still okay. So based on each of the specific uses and their size, they are still within the requirements of the zoning ordinance. So there are no like parking variations or anything necessary, and there shouldn't be any parking issues based on what we require. And that concludes my report.
Okay, anything from the general public?
No.
Any comments from the general audience here regarding this petition? Does the petitioner have anything else to add? No? Commissioners? Thoughts?
Aaron, thank you for looking at the parking for us.
Yes.
Thank you.
I think it's good that this building is
Yes,
filling
it
up,
should be,
getting
like,
some
fully
occupants.
occupied
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
That's exciting.
that's nice. Yeah.
Okay, can I get a motion to close the public hearing then?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Roll call?
Brian Booth.
Aye.
Lydia Galante.
Aye.
Joseph Lewis.
Aye.
Jason Wertz.
Yes.
Chairman Patel.
Aye. Any further discussion? Last chance. Hey. Can I get a motion to approve the findings of fact for special use PZ 241130?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Brian Booth.
Aye.
Lydia Galante.
Aye.
Joseph Lewis.
Aye.
Jason Wertz.
Yes.
Chairman Patel.
Aye. Can I get a motion to recommend approval of a special use, a permit to the village board for PZ 241130?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Brian Booth.
Aye.
Lydia Galante.
Aye.
Joseph Lewis.
Aye.
Jason Wertz.
Yes.
Chairman Patel.
Aye. Okay, congrats. Hope that works out for you. Okay, the next item on the agenda tonight is PZ 241131. Can I get a motion to open the public hearing for PZ 241131?
The motion.
Second.
Roll call?
Sorry. Jason Wertz.
Yeah.
Brian Booth.
Aye.
Lydia Galante.
Aye.
Joseph Lewis.
Aye.
Chairman Patel.
Aye. Karen?
So the next request tonight is PZ 24-1131, 50 West End. The property is zoned R2 Single Family Residence District PUD. And the request is for a variation to permit a front yard setback of 20 feet in lieu of the 30 feet required. So this property is located in Chesapeake Landing, and the PUD was originally approved by the village back in 1977. And the original development agreement, annexation agreement, allowed a front yard setback of 25 feet. R2 generally requires 30 feet. The petitioner has submitted a request to construct a covered porch on the front of the home. They've had issues with some erosion and settling. And while they're doing work in front of the house anyway, they would like to construct a covered front porch. The current front yard setback is about 27 feet. And they want to construct a front porch that would be 6.5 feet in width for an overall front yard setback of 20 feet. The front porch would extend the length of the front wall of the house, excluding the attached garage. And then including the steps up to the covered front porch, it would be approximately 12 feet from the front property line. As this was, I wouldn't say like a large request, but a large request. I took a look at the plats for homes that we have on file in the subdivision and in the neighborhood to see what the general front yard setback is for those houses. I reviewed, I want to say 10 to 15 different houses that we had legible plats on file for, and the average front yard setback was 26.5 feet. So this is a 33% variation from the zoning ordinance requirement of 30 feet and a 20% variation from the original approval back in 1977 of 25 feet.
Public comments on this?
Just received an email in advance, which I left at your dais from the homeowner at 85 Wildwood.
Okay. I'm gonna give you an
Yeah, we're
opportunity.
gonna get there.
We're getting there. We'll get there now, as a matter of fact. Are there any public comments submitted? I mean, sorry, are there any members of the public who want to speak on this?
Do you want to have the
Would you like
petitioner?
to- Is the petitioner here? First of all, before we,
Yeah.
okay,
You have to,
let's have the petitioner come up first. And then I also need to have you swear in. Can I have you raise your right hand up, please? You swear to tell the truth, whole truth, but the truth? Okay, and can I get your name and address for the record?
Susan Maas, MAAS, 85 Wildwood Drive, Roselle.
Okay,
We got the notice and, my husband opened it, and so when he kind of passed it along to me, he said, let's discuss this. So, I was surprised that he was not happy with it. And so, I mean, I know I've driven by, I'm not very good at distance and feet. So I was just trying to figure out, are there any drawings as to what the covered porch would be like on the site? Oh, okay.
Do you have a copy of those drawings?
Just the ones posted.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, you should be addressing the commission.
Yes.
Lovely house, the fact that it's open, I mean, I think it looks very nice. Yeah. So, I mean, I personally.
Okay. Thank you. Um. Do you have extra copy of those pictures by any chance? Okay. And then did you also have some additional input that you'd like to basically present to us? Could you? Could we have you come up to the podium and swear you in, please? Okay, I need to swear you in first, so please raise your right hand up. Yeah, raise your right hand up. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? And then your name and address, please.
I'm Tom O'Leverson, 50 West End, Roselle.
Thank you.
I'm Grace O'Leverson, 50 West End, Roselle, Illinois.
Okay.
Yes, I don't know, I talk, I only speak a lot.
So much.
It's different when you're on the other side, so
Yeah,
you're okay.
Our purpose for this is, one, to prevent erosion. We had our pipe break from our house due to water cascading down our roof against our foundation. We had some foundation issues. We've addressed all those. We fixed the pipe. And now we're looking to also improve and open our lifestyle. When my wife is bringing our children home and when she was pregnant with the kids, there was a lot of struggle at the front door with weathering and keys and things of that nature. And it's been something that's been on our mind for a long time. Finally, we have the financial opportunity to be able to invest more in our property, and we want to open up our yard to our neighbors and bring our community together in our street, and think that this is a good way to do it. Our kids go to school down in St. Walter's, so our dream is to see our kids walk home from school on our front porch. I'm in construction. I do construction for Roselle. Just recently, I installed handrails for your police, your fire station. Tomorrow, my gutter crew is installing gutters on your pump station. So I'm a member of this community. I work to better it in every way, and I think that this will be good for us and our family too.
Okay, so I have a question. What other options did you entertain to fix your drainage issues besides the porch?
Well, we had the pipe break, so we had to dig out the front area and replace 10 feet of pipe. It was
Okay.
sheared at the foundation wall. So we did that. Then also we had to have Permaseal come in and fix cracking. Once we do this porch, we have to have tuck pointing done additionally because of the settlement areas. It's a financial burden, but it's a homeowner, and you know, when you love where you live, you continue to put into it.
So none of those other, I guess, solutions that you've already implemented, they didn't help in any way?
Everything helps.
Okay.
You know, but every chain is only as strong as its weakest link. The water continuing to go against the foundation, we can only have these problems happen again. The fixes are just repairs. These issues can happen again. I don't want them to, and this is a good way to prevent that from ever happening.
Okay. I guess what I'm struggling with is trying to understand, you've got the rest of the house, the perimeter of the home, right? You got the problem on the front, but you should also be having a problem in the other three sides as well then, right?
Mostly because of the elevation of the lot, we don't have as much of an issue. We had some issues when we first moved in. and we had to add additional sub pumps to our crawl space.
Okay.
So this has been an ongoing thing that we've worked through since we moved in 16 years ago.
Okay. No further questions from my standpoint.
Can you pass the pictures, please?
Yes.
Did also just want to add one thing. Our parents are retired, and if you notice the front step, how high it is, it's getting pretty difficult for the grandparents and the great-grandparents to walk up and down those steps, and to even adjust that, I think there would be some other difficulty and challenges associated with it, even if we wanted to do something different there as well. But again, as my husband mentioned, you know, coming in and out of the front door with our two kids, 5 years old and 3.5, it would make it for a much more easier transition to get into and out of the car, because we don't go through the garage, we come through the front as well.
Are there any other members of the audience that have any comments? Oh, excuse me. Yeah, let's take that. Sure. Do you swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
And then can I get your name and address, please?
Michael Brown. I live at 1790 Delta Drive in Aurora. I am the architect for the Liebersons. So the information that you see in front of you was submitted on their behalf in this, and I think I can try to maybe address your questions and comments a little bit. So like you say, the front of the home is 2 stories. There is a fair amount of watershed that's coming down that 2 stories. The idea of putting a covered shed roof over that will help deflect some of that water away from there. Because of the home is, like say, approximately 25, 26 feet from the sidewalk, and is raised up, so there's quite a bit of pitch that comes there. So the soil erosion that's happened there happens pretty quickly. The sidewalk that is there has been mud jacked a couple of different times to get that to raise up. It's continuing to erode, and the work that had to be done as part of the replacement of the sanitary line that comes out of the house has just kind of made that condition even worse. So as a matter of getting this back into repaired and a good state, they felt like, let's come in, see if we can get this variance to do what they want to do versus just making kind of a Band-Aid fix on it. So I think to address kind of what other options are there, is there issues potentially in the back and some other drainage things? Yes, certainly.
Okay.
But I think we're looking at, how to kind of address that in the front with the sidewalk. One comment I wanted to kind of add to, because it was brought up, is that the 12-foot setback for the sidewalk is where the existing sidewalk comes in now. It's just a concrete slab on grade that comes into the asphalt driveway. Again, we're kind of showing in the renderings that you see before you that we're kind of treating that a little differently. It's not just a concrete slab. Looking at kind of trying to build that up, possibly with some concrete retaining wall blocks. Again, trying to address that soil erosion as part of this design.
The current stoop that's there,
Yeah.
it's noted in here that it's 6 by 7, or 7 by 6.
Okay. The concrete, the main,
What's there uncovered today?
yes.
And yet the covered part is only 6.5 by the width of the house?
Correct, because we're trying to maintain staying within that setback, or at least what we're proposing as the variance.
But the current is 27 feet, and yet you're saying we're losing 7 feet. I don't know where's the 7 feet going?
He's talking about that sidewalk. Like the sidewalk that goes.
Okay, up to the stoop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See, there's a 12-foot line here on this, that we're saying the sidewalk that comes down from the main house, not the main stoop.
Okay.
Actually, as you get down to grade level, is the part that comes.
Yeah, the variance isn't for the sidewalk, though. The variance is for the,
Any other questions? Ma'am, you had something to comment on? If you could, please come to the podium. Can I have you raise your right hand up, please? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do so swear.
Can I please have your name and address?
Nyla Pensilius. I'm at 490 Newcastle Drive, and it's about 4 houses down from the property in question. This is my spouse, Stefan Pensilius.
Okay.
And we just wanted to come out in support of the proposition, of the petition. We feel like our entire neighborhood, all of the houses would be better if they had front porches. And we have lived in the neighborhood for 24 years. And we have seen this property that the homeowners have taken very good care of it and really tried to make improvements. And I trust that they have done their due diligence to amend the problems that they're having and that they have sought out the best solution that they can. But I think that a front porch is a wonderful idea. And I hope they sit on it and I hope we get to visit with them.
Thanks for the input. Anybody else have any other comments? Okay. Can I get a motion to close the public hearing?
So move.
Second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Brian Booth.
Aye.
Lydia Galante.
Aye.
Joseph Lewis.
Aye.
Jason Wertz. Chairman Patel.
Okay, commissioners, further questions, concerns, comments?
I'm concerned because no other porches exist. That's a point that was made by the public, but this would be a precedent. There are a few on the block and the surrounding houses that there is like a little covered thing, but it doesn't extend past the garage, whereas this one extends past the garage and obviously encroaches on the setback. It looks really nice. I think our decision here is, do we want to set a precedent for this? Because then all the other neighbors are gonna come ask.
And that's my dilemma as well. I mean, I have no issues with the design. I think it's very well implemented. Problem is do we want to set a precedence here?
Yeah, is 20 enough for a new setback for this type of lot, this size, this area?
Having said that, they also live, and the lot is kind of unique situated as well. And it does kind of curve in a little bit, so that limits their
Aaron, in terms of the current.
dimensions.
Current measurements go 27, and that's to the flush of the house, not the concrete stoop that's there today.
Correct.
Are we comparing this to current setback requirements or what was in the original UD?
So the original
So,
was 30, and then the variance from the 70s was 25. So this is 20. So we're going from 30 to 25 to 20.
well, I partially disagree with that. It's a difference of 5 feet versus 10 feet of variance. So I guess in my opinion, it should be off of what the PUD originally set it as 25, so that it's a 5-foot variance. And then within our zoning, excuse me, within our zoning code, we do have permitted encroachments for, things like awnings and whatnot that are 3 feet. So I understand it's not a patio. That's the like the problem, the encroachment problem is the patio, but it's only 2 feet further than you could technically put an awning on with the new PUD, so. My thoughts on that.
So the reason why this is considered a variance is not even because of the patio, it's because it's a covered porch that's being
Yeah.
tied back into the house.
Yeah.
So theoretically, someone could close this in and add square footage to the house, making it the actual front wall of the house. Whereas an awning, you can't really close that in
Yeah.
and make it part of the house. So that's where the kind of thought process from the variation is coming from.
Yeah.
What becomes the difference between an awning and a porch? Covered porch. I mean, I know what an awning is, but they're both attached to something.
This is non-permeable, right?
It's
Like
not-
that part of the definition.
Right, an awning is just like a fabric covering.
Still dirt on the bottom, water still drains, but this is
But I think the other question that if they do treat this as, let's say they want to do an addition in front of the house in lieu of this, wouldn't they need a new foundation anyway? This is just.
Yeah, I'm just, that's the thought process is you're tying this back into the actual construction of the house. It's not just something
Yeah.
that you're screwing into the wall to cover.
Becomes the 3-season room, which
Yes.
becomes the 4-season room, which.
I get that point. I agree with the comment that every house should have a front porch, but.
Could
I'm
you,
struggling with it as well, just based on the distances, but like. We closed the public portion of this, but what alternatives there's no alternatives, so the steps don't matter. The steps are not adding to the encroachment. The
Correct.
concrete work,
We
just the
could- we
physical
could.
patio itself.
We could recommend us,
Well, the door's right there. You can't even really have the stairs off of the driveway, because run right into the door.
could recommend a smaller porch.
Aaron, would it be permitted if there were a sidewalk that ran the length of that house 6.5 feet wide?
Uncovered?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm struggling to see the difference then if you have an awning and a sidewalk and those are permitted, but you can't have a porch.
Can our,
because you could put an awning over the steps as they stand right now, right? Technically, and it's not a porch. It's just the, yeah, the difference is literally the,
Could we limit this,
metal one?
could we limit this so
Burgundy.
that they can only do a covered porch? They can't seal it up or close it in future?
Yeah, can we put limitations on that,
Put limitations on this?
on the variance?
I believe you could. First, I just wanted to address the precedent issue. Every piece of property is unique.
Mhm.
So what you do tonight for this piece of property does not automatically mean that anybody can come in and ask for the same thing. So I don't think that the precedent issue is necessarily relevant from a legal standpoint. It, maybe times, but you could put, in theory, conditions on it. I don't know.
if they wanted to enclose it, they'd have to get a new permit anyway, right? So I don't,
You couldn't take it, you can't take the front porch and turn it into a room without going through the
Staff
permitting
would probably
process
kick
and-
that back.
and
if
the whole
that
thing.
happened,
So
right, Karen?
staff would presumably kick it back because it wouldn't conform to the variance. So I don't think that would be a problem from a permitting standpoint. I don't think they could get a permit unless they go through a whole nother variance process. And now you got floor area ratio issues and a variety of other things that you don't have here. I think you could. I don't know that it's necessary. I think there's an inherent obstacle to enclosing this, that being the permitting process. I hope that answers.
Makes it feel a little bit more comfortable. Thanks for thanks for the precedence clarification as well. That took away some of my guilt. Ryan, Josh, anything else? Jason, sorry. Bob, yeah. Excuse me, I apologize.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of on the fence of this, and no pun intended. The one other thing I guess on this that I see, like they have it enclosed, so on the one side, it's enclosed with fencing, like a wall. And same thing, I believe, on the other side, if I'm understanding that.
That's what it looks like.
You comfortable with the findings of fact, where they stand? Yeah, Joe, your thoughts?
I think that we're so focused on kind of what it's gonna look like that we're forgetting that like water is coming into their house, which is just like,
I think that's just the,
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is, I believe this is more aesthetic. This is an aesthetics.
I think it's more like we need to do something, so we might as well do something that looks good.
Looks good, yeah.
Yeah. And why would I be against that? You know,
Really no immediate concerns from the surrounding residents. I think that's a big factor. And then the way I looked at it was that it's really just a 5-foot variance from my point of view,
Okay.
based on the original 25-foot.
Do you guys have any thoughts on changing the findings of fact? Are you comfortable proceeding as is?
I think we should leave it as is. We always try to get too clever.
Okay, all right, sounds like a plan. Jason, we're gonna go.
You can go, I'll catch up. I'm reading something here.
All right. Can I get a motion to approve the findings of fact for variation PC 241131?
so moved.
Seconded.
Roll call, please.
Lydia Galante,
Aye.
Joseph Lewis.
Aye.
Brian Booth,
Aye.
Jason Wertz.
Aye.
Chairman Patel.
Aye. Can I get a motion to recommend approval of variation to the village board for PC 241131?
So moved.
Seconded.
Roll call?
Lydia Galante,
Aye.
Joseph Lewis.
Aye.
Jason Wertz,
Yes.
Brian Booth,
Aye.
Chairman Patel.
Aye. Best of luck. Make it look good.
Can you email these to me? I never got them. Yeah, that was the only page.
Yep,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Old business.
The village board, I don't know if this is old or new. I'll just say it under old. The village board is no longer doing, public comments in advance of the meeting. Usually we started that during COVID. And you had to attend a meeting to say something. So as that is their new policy, we'll be following suit, starting in the new year.
If a husband and a wife come and disagree.
Yes, yes,
Is that why my tree comments didn't make the reading for my email?
yes. And then Kristen is here. Kristen is currently our Assistant Public Works Director / Village Engineer. Starting January 1st, we're gonna be having community development. As you know, it will cease to exist. And we will be the Department of Development and Engineering Services. Kristen will be our director. And engineering over at Public Works will be moving to ComDev downstairs in the Village Hall. So Kristen is here to greet you all as my new director.
Welcome.
And I will be remaining as your loyal servant.
Awesome.
What's your new title now?
There is no new title.
Community development.
Email signature.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's the new business, huh?
Yes. We welcome Kristen. I mean, she's been here, but we welcome her to this building.
And to the. Okay, can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Jason, I apologize for